This is Roy the History Teacher. Welcome to my Ultimate General Civil War campaign. This is a CSA campaign being fought on the J&P Rebalance Mod version 1.29.1, and it is on Brigadier General Plus difficulty. To recap where we're at so far, the last battle was the Battle of Malvern Hill, and the results are on the screen. And you can see I took a lot of losses. Malvern Hill is you have to assault, and there's a lot of guys that have done it with a lot fewer casualties. I did take a lot of casualties. I got a little impatient at the end and launched a couple of assaults that I should not have. I should have waited them out. But even though I did take a lot of losses, 18,720 of my 44,009 infantrymen, about a third of my infantry were casualties. I did, as you can see, inflict a whole lot more, almost the entire Union force. It was a complete wipe on the map. 21,125 of their 48,000 infantry were casualties, but then I captured 18,621 of them. So it was a complete wipe. Now, the problem was coming out of that battle with that damage, I was not sure that I would be able to rebuild for this Northern Virginia campaign that, of course, culminates with the Second Battle of Bull Run. I did go ahead and take the 2 points, the career points from Malvern Hill, and I put them in Army organization. You need to be at A09 by Second Bull Run. And I still had 2 minor battles that were going to give 1 point each that I could have gradually done that. But I wanted to go ahead and get my corps sorted out for the battle. So both of those points went into Army org. These 2 minor battles coming up, both of those points are going into reconnaissance, so that I will be at a reconnaissance level of 4 going into Second Bull Run. So let's take a look and see what I've been able to do with the Army, which surprised me how well I was able to get the Army back into shape. Of course, you can see I only have $196 left in my account, so I have spent everything, used the career points. But First Corps, there was some merging and rebuilding. Rhodes's brigade is a 2-star, and you can see now we have the 5th Division. One of the divisions from Hill's Corps, which was the 3rd Corps, has been shifted over into 1st Corps. And so here's our 1st Corps build. And Sinclair down here using captured Sharps rifles. That's why there's only 243 guys there. I only had 243 Sharps rifles. Morrison and Stewart still using the Enfield 56s, which I think are better than the Sharps, although the Sharps rifle does have a much faster fire rate. It has a 140 fire rate versus, I believe these have a 90. That's not what I was wanting to do. Here we go. Yeah, they have a fire rate of 90, so faster fire rate, but fewer of them. Spears Cavalry, still at 2 stars with the Colt 1860s. Drayton, the other cavalry brigade, we had a merger here. Drayton is at 707 soldiers carrying Sharps carbines. Johnson's Corps is also filled out at 25 brigades, 5 full divisions. Got some recruits here, 4 brigades brand new that have not fought. Also, you can see here there was some merging went on here as well. We have several. These brigades with the even numbers are all new, or they're basically the result of other units getting merged and then creating new units. You can see most of them are almost a 1-star. I doubt there'll be enough fighting in these next 2 small battles to get them there, because they can earn a star in camp if depending on how the fight goes. But you can see a lot of units were merged. Boyle merged, Hayes merged, Hatch merged, and Hill's Corps basically is only now artillery and skirmishers. So we have artillery and skirmishers. We have some ordnance rifles here, Parrots here, and howitzers here, only 6. May try to merge these into some bigger units, although I am playing a kind of a parallel campaign on Major General Light, where I'm experimenting with, instead of having like here a brigade of 24 guns, having a brigade of like 12 or 16 rifle cannon, and 12 or 16 smoothbores with each infantry division. So I'm going to see how that works out. I'm trying that out on my Major General Light campaign I'm playing. All right. I have often referred to the Northern Virginia campaign here as the where a lot of campaigns go to die, because Second Bull Run is no joke. It's a hard battle to fight. You have to have one full corps has to hold out against the entire Union Army for most of the first day. You're badly outnumbered. You are defending, but it just can be overwhelming. And I have lost that battle many times and had to refight it to where I just could not hold Stony Ridge. But we're not quite there yet. We are, however, getting ready to go into the Battle of Cedar Mountain. Correspondence. We have lost the Battle of Malvern Hill, and we are now in desperate need of more troops. Our forces are regrouping, and our scouts have found that the enemy is currently short of both manpower and ammunition. We will do our best to hold our current position and will counterattack the enemy as soon as we receive additional military support. Urgent report. Sir, we have very urgent news. After the incident at Malvern Hill, the Yankees seem to be preparing for a major assault. 45,400 recruits are being held in reserve by the Union High Command, and we anticipate them being used in a campaign against your forces. Alright, so that's just the AI rebalancing itself out to keep itself at the strength. And you can see here, we're still good. It's white. They are 6% over timeline strength. Not bad. Training is not very good. 17 to 22%. Armory 41 to 42%. One thing about these two battles, Cedar Mountain is the only one we have to fight with our force. The Battle of Manassas Depot over here, you fight completely with AI forces. Trimble and Early's guys. So we're going to go in and fight the Battle of Cedar Mountain. It's loading up here. You get to take 16 brigades, so we don't have a full corps. So we're going to be outnumbered, because it says we have 28,257, but that's in my entire corps. They have 23,509 is what the recon report is showing here, but we won't be bringing 28,000. We'll be bringing closer to about 20,000 if I had to guess. All right. The Yankees have been alerted by our presence and have sent a force to halt our advance. They have occupied that ridge above Cedar Run. You have no choice but to attack and repel them. Good luck, General. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. We have 16 brigades, so we could bring in 3 full divisions, but because I don't like how they organize here, I am getting ready to click out everybody, and then I'm going to bring in who I want. So let's see what we have here available. I'm only going to leave 2 artillery batteries. Napoleons we're going to keep. Ordnance we're going to keep. Napoleons. So we're going to, which division? That's 1st Division. That's 2nd Division. All right, we're going to drop 2nd Division's artillery out. Now, the strategy that I use is one that I believe Gonzo Gamer used to use. Now, if you follow Gonzo Gamer, I definitely do. In his legendary campaign he's playing, he went with a different strategy. He went with whoops, it's not what I wanted. He took everybody to the left, and that is what he did in Legendary, but he mentioned that, he used to split his forces. Well, guess what? That is what you're going to see me do. You're going to see me split my forces, because I am going to launch a flank attack to the left and try to hold them here at these woods and here with 2 divisions, while I send 1 full division flanking around to come in from behind, because my experience has shown, at least on the difficulty levels that I've played Brigadier General and even in my Major General Light campaigns from time to time, that with two divisions over here, the Union will focus that way and you can sneak a division in behind them. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying that it is doable. So here I have my 1st Division. Let's see, I have 9 brigades in 3rd Division. Alright, and I need to bring in some of our cavalry. We're going to send 1 cavalry that way, 1 cavalry is going with them, and we can bring in 1 more brigade. Let's see, I don't have anybody from 4th Division, and the division commanders don't get any experience points if nobody from 3rd Division is on the field. So that's what we're going to do right there. We're going to bring in a couple from 4th and a couple from 3rd. Of course, the fallback, the drawback there is that also means that the division commander has the ability to get wounded or killed if you have their units in the battle. Alright, those guys will sort themselves out in a minute. Okay. You may be wondering why I'm putting them further away. I'm going to try to get them into the open as quick as possible where they can move faster, but also use these woods as cover to hide them. 16 to 16. Alright, I think I've got what I want. Alright, so I'm going to immediately pause as I continue to get set up here. So, we're going to go through here and detach skirmishers from everybody. A mistake I used to make was trying to run my infantry brigades up into the woods right here, and that was just bad. They would get worn out, and then they would get very tired, and then I wonder why I'm getting my butt kicked. We'll let General King use that house as his headquarters. You're allowed to laugh at that. I know it's funny. He doesn't need a headquarters, but anyway. Alright, we're going to move back over here. So all the way down here, we have 2nd Division. One thing I wish you could do is go click and then go click and make a, or extend a line. You can't do that. It doesn't let you do that. Alright. Now, the biggest mistake that I make when I do this right here is I get impatient and then I don't wait on this flanking division to get in position before I want to launch this attack. And you really need to let them get in position. I'm trying to get them to where they're not walking down that creek. There we go. That's more open. They're going to march in a straight line into more open, and they're not marching in that creek, which is going to slow them down. Once I get them all right here, I will deploy them up into to where I want them at. Now, my hope is that these guys will stay completely hidden by doing this, because they'll be going downhill and they will be hidden by the woods. Okay, here we go. Now these skirmishers will hit resistance in these woods, so I have to be ready, because one thing I don't like about skirmishers, and if you've watched my videos, you've heard me say this before, the skirmishers can be really dumb. If you've told them to go somewhere, they will just go there, and even if there's a unit, they'll just like, oh, see, like right there, bam, bam, there's units. And then the problem with that is they'll try to go there, and they'll just get annihilated. Oh, that's a large cavalry brigade. It's probably because I have so much cavalry. Let's see, make sure we're doing good over here. Yep. Uh-oh. My deployment is not sound. I had them guys covering each other up. Oh, he's routing. I think there's a supply wagon that hides up here sometimes. These guys are on top of each other. They're trying to shift. Don't shoot the dang supplies. Capture the supplies. Chase them right across in front of that infantry brigade. Trying to stay on him because he's probably about to break. I don't mind chasing him if he'll chase him out of the range of them skirmishers right there. Okay, took that cavalry out. Good. We'll let my cavalry rest. Alright, they're pulling him back, which is what I was hoping for. Alright. Oh, but why is he going the other way? Why are they flipping places? Okay, they drive me nuts when they do things like that. Uh-oh. Alright, I was going up there to try to harass that artillery, but there's a skirmisher right there, so that is problematic. Let's move these guns up, keep the other ones. Sometimes I forget and do it too, but you always, you don't really want to try to move all your guns at once. You know, kind of like leapfrogging. I used to be in the infantry myself, and you would do bounding motion where one fire team would move while the other fire team covered, and try to bound up my artillery, move one, let the others kind of cover. So the Napoleons right now are taking on the full workload while the ordnance rifles are moving up. Yeah, those guys are spinning all in a dang circle. I don't know what they're doing. So, this one infantry brigade is routing and pulling back. Alright, so far so good. Okay. Alright, they had some guys hiding there. Looks like they had a lot of guys hiding there. Okay. They were really defending the flag here. Okay, he's got 4 brigades, 5 brigades right here. He's turning on Drayton's cavalry. Napoleon's up. Oh, he may be turning on Spears' cavalry now. He did. Back. Oh, he's reloading. Heavy casualties. Wavering here. I can just get Dury to waver. Up the guns. Routing, falling back. Oh, not good. Not good. Alright, so he's routing. We have got to take out these guns. They are killing us. No, I didn't mean for Forrest to charge. Didn't mean for Forrest to charge. Okay, we're getting them pushed out of the woods. Oh, I scrolled way over there. Didn't mean to. Don't turn. it going? See if we can run out there and get those supplies. Oh, skirmishers there. Nope, nope. Okay. They're putting up a stiff fight. Oh. We must have took some pretty heavy casualties. Get out of there, you gotta reload, Spears. Where the heck is he going? Oh, he broke. Okay. All right. Now we can just get these guys out of these woods. Okay, we've almost got them completely pushed out of the woods. I'm not going to chase them out into the open. It was rough pushing them out, but now my guys are exhausted. I will simply try to set up in the woods, rest a little bit, but also see what they do now. Because they'll probably try to attack definitely going to be some merging going on after this battle too. Alright. Where's my supply wagon? Get up here and supply these guys, supply wagon. How many guys have Loomis lost? 500. Dang. Okay. Really? All right. Come on, Mott, let them have it. Come on, Mott, let them have it. What are you waiting for, Mott? Let them have it. There you go. Thank you, Mott, with the canister, finally. I'm pretty content to sit for a few minutes and just see what they do. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on and fast forward for a minute since I'm just going to go ahead and sit here. Oh, there comes another attack. Let's come off of fast forward. My artillery should be able to take it though. He's routing. Okay, this is playing out on fast forward. My guys down here are running low on ammo. Okay, you can see I'm just content. I'm going to sit here in the woods and shoot at them out in the open field. It's not going to be a full wipe because I'm not going to go out there after them. I'm pretty shot up already. Oh man, I took a lot of casualties. Yep, they had me outnumbered. Alright, Cedar Mountain, a lot of casualties. At least I didn't lose any officers. What did we recover? Okay, captured enough Springfield 1861s. Oh, that's over 3,000 of them considering what we had, and not a lot of infields though. Rescued a bunch. Okay, and if my reconnaissance was higher, I would have captured more of those. Officers promoted. Let's take a look at our units. We're going to be in pretty bad shape on some of these, but we'll get into camp and see what we can do. Yeah, we took some pretty high losses on a lot of our units, but we have medicine, so we'll take a look at these numbers here, and then we'll see what they are when we actually get into the camp here. We're going to accept additional recruits. Yeah, we may have to do some merging here. There'll be some merging, some rebuilding, but alright. Luckily we have this battle and the next battle, because the next battle we will not use any of our units for Manassas Depot. So, with that, that's the Battle of Cedar Mountain. I'm not saying it was expertly done. I did take a lot of casualties. Let's go in there and look. We took 7,370 casualties. We were outnumbered and attacking, so it could have been worse. Could have lost. That's happened before. Thank you for watching, and come back for the Battle of Manassas Depot.